Well, first, I guess I'll do Kill Bill Bloody Affair trailer. And then I'll open up Iron Lung. I've got like my own list as well. So like I'm not like looking for suggestions per se. I'm just an FYI. All right. So I actually watched this 2 days ago.
Once upon a time, around the year 2003, there began a legend.
Are these reviews for the other movies? Or just this? See, why is the quality of the footage so kind of shitty if they upload it in 4K? Maybe I should check out my part 1 and 2 4K Blu-rays. Because surely they look better than this.
Big film nerd. Insert Borat smile with 2 thumbs up.
Thank you so much.
You and I have unfinished business.
Baby, you ain't kidding. That woman deserves her revenge. And we deserve to die.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy.
I'm not like a big fan of how modernized this trailer feels. You don't have to you can have it have the same feeling as the original movies if that's what you're selling, right? Is people that want to watch the original movies just as one?
Did you?
Yeah, I kind of did.
That Fortnite thing at the end sucked. It was so cringe.
Come on. Well, give me the gore details.
I mean, like, okay, without spoiling too much, it really doesn't, the way that they presented it, it really doesn't feel like it was the way that it was meant to be seen. Like, it kind of just feels, it felt a little thrown together. And, like, in the extended animation sequence, they just, like, played the same song again, you know? And then that Fortnite thing at the very, very end was, like, fucking so shit.
And we're talking the whole shebang.
And before anybody comments, I understand it was supposed to be released as one movie in the first place. Okay, I understand that. But I am cynical about their authenticity towards what that original vision would have been exactly. Because then you have to think about, like, okay, this isn't too much of a... I guess this is a spoiler if you've seen none of them. So there's a reveal. I'll just be vague. There's a reveal that happens at the end of part 1 when it's separated into 2 films, right? When it's one film...
This is from my favorite director.
Thank you, Paul Dana. When it's one film, they don't do the cliffhanger, right? We get an intermission anyway in the exact same spot. The intermission had no music and it was just like basic font, no countdown timer or anything, and it was just kind of awkward. There wasn't any music like leading back into part 2 or anything either, right? I don't know if there was supposed to be an intermission in the first place. I'm a big fan of intermissions in long movies. But I feel like in this one, if it's like we're watching it as one movie, it's like it almost kind of defeats the purpose. Because you could change the DVD in less time than the intermission. Anyway, because the reveal doesn't happen at the end of part 1 as a cliffhanger, instead, it happens near the end of part 2. But the way it happens in the end of part 2 is like the cheesiest, like crank zoom, and then the fucking instrumental with like not much emotional weight at all. So putting myself in the perspective of someone that like never knew what that twist was, if they were watching it for the first time, it's kind of better to watch it as 2 movies rather than one. If that's how that twist is handled is in that moment. The extra animation sequence, it was fun, not necessary, kind of long. It kind of like messed with the pacing a little, honestly.
Hey, Adam. I've recently gone back to 10 years for the first time in a while. I'm still in love with it. Anything and acceptance still hit me right in the heart.
Thank
Love
you
ya.
so much.
Hearts.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much. Yeah, the extra animation sequence does fuck with the pacing a little. And, you know, I'm willing to consider the possibility that because I am accustomed to one version of it, and it's nostalgic and I've seen it a billion times, that maybe the extra parts I'm a little biased against. That's a possibility. I don't believe that if that extra animated sequence existed in the original cut, I don't believe they would have just played the same song again, though. I believe there would have been another song, but they just didn't want to license another one for this release, is kind of what it felt like to me. And then the crazy 88 fight scene not being in black and white was kind of funny because watching it, it feels no different. It's like the MPAA, what the hell's wrong with you? Like it's not any less graphic because it was in black and white. So now I'm just watching this thing where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. It's kind of cool, the creative decision making, you know, considering that reaction. Or sorry, that restriction. I like how the black and white sequence started with the eye pluck, great decision, and it ended with the color blue room or whatever, the lights. That was cool. But that's only in part one and not in Whole Bloody Affair. So that's another kind of like interesting creative decision that you don't really get in a Whole Bloody Affair. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pooji, spoiler. Yeah, I agree. That was fun. That was fun. I liked that as well. That's the only thing that I think I liked more about A Whole Bloody
Just
Affair.
wait until the Wicked re-release next year. Maybe they'll go into more detail about who Dorothy is.
Thanks, Black Coffee. That's the only thing that I liked more about The Whole Bloody Affair. Otherwise, I would say it works better as two movies, and they feel like two different, distinct movies anyway. I don't think they flow that well as like one movie. I consider them to be one movie in terms of how I rate them because it's just one story. But yeah, I feel like it works better with the cliffhanger. The black and white stuff is fun. Extra animation sequence is unnecessary. Don't like the repetitive music. And then the Fortnite shit at the very end, you have to stay all the way past the end credits to see the Fortnite shit. Which again felt like really weirdly tacked on. Because the first thing that you see in the Fortnite sequence is this cartoon, let's all go to the lobby, and all these, the cartoon snacks or whatever. And that makes people think that it's over because you're telling people to go to the lobby. So clearly that animation sequence intro to the Fortnite thing was not initially intended to be shown at the end of the movie. Otherwise that wouldn't be there. That was just a fun little, hey, we're doing this thing for Fortnite. And then the Fortnite sequence, they have the fucking gall to title it The Lost Chapter by Quentin Tarantino, with Quentin Tarantino's name in it. The whole thing was fucking it was more Fortnite than Kill Bill. It didn't have any of his style anywhere. Are they claiming he directed it or anything? Like, it was just, oh, it's some of the same characters. It was just people did fucking Chug Jug. Right? They drank a little blue health potion. When someone got shot, it was just a little blue stain. It didn't feel like him at all. It didn't feel like him. It didn't feel like Kill Bill. Who knows if he directed it? I mean, he might have gotten paid to say he directed it. It's not a chug jug that shield. I don't fucking know. They drank a blue health thing. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I've never played Fortnite once in my goddamn life. I've never played a second of Fortnite. I'm not watching behind the scenes on it. It was cringe. It was embarrassing. It was shit. And it just left a sour taste in my mouth as I was leaving the theater. It's like, all right, movie that you love. Let's watch a worse version of it. And then a bastardization right before you leave the theater. That should have been like a pre-show. That should have been a pre-show. That should have been like right before the film started. Like, oh, first our special presentation is this dumb fucking... Who cares? You know, it doesn't really spoil anything other than, oh, somebody wants revenge. One of the characters that she killed wanted revenge. Then you know that they die. But the film also does that with how non-chronologically it's told anyway. Like, you know Oren Ishii dies before she even gets to number 2. Or before she even gets to number 3, after number 2. So, there's a lot I love about Kill Bill. It's a very music and editing conscious experience that works really, really well. I think that Quentin Tarantino's ability to find and use music in his films is pretty unparalleled. You can tell that he writes scenes to songs that he heard. He'll time scenes out to songs that he finds. Like, he clearly gets inspiration from music, and that's part of what makes a lot of his most memorable scenes, even in movies that aren't Kill Bill. You know, like, stuck in the middle with you. Like, even in his first movie, he's been conscious of that, and yeah, it's been a very
Robert Eggers should do a Fortnite event with his period-accurate dialogue.
It's been a very important staple of his filmmaking career, and Kill Bill is where it shines.
Paul Dano in There Will Be Blood is like the time you diss Lucas Hedges in both Lady Bird and 3 Billboards on Ebbing, Missouri.
Disagree. Oh yeah, and they had to censor the word pussy in Fortnite. They just had it say wagon. Why is this one frame of it in this trailer? Meowigan. Yeah, no, it's literally just a cat. Because it's Fortnite. And it's like, okay, well, this wasn't made for the movie. This was made for Fortnite, and then you decided retroactively that we were putting it in the film in a theater. So lame. Just don't even have the truck there. Don't even have the truck there.
I've killed a hell of a lot of people to get to this point. And when I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill.
What a cool movie.
This is what you get for fucking around with Yakuzas! Go home to your mother!
What I'm curious about is if the 4K Blu-ray will have it without the intermission. Because I'd almost be curious to see how it flows like that. Because I feel like the intermission kind of contradicted the whole we're doing it as one movie thing, you know? Any other situation, I love intermissions. It has to be in films that have a natural break point that would justify that type of intermission, right? The Brutalist. Great intermission. Natural break point. Long film. Countdown timer. Countdown timer. And you even get that image of all them posing or whatever, and it's like...
farce. There's a man in my suit. Ogre Showman.
Brutalist has a 1-minute intermission in the 4K Blu-ray? I would be fine with an entire 15-minute intermission in the Blu-ray on the 4K Blu-ray. I don't mind that existing when there's
watch along for Dungeons and Dragons 2000. Best Jeremy Irons performance ever. You'd love it.
You should vote for it on the Patreon. Thank you, Silver. Thank you for the sub. I also love intermissions where there's music
New Avatar
throughout.
is 3 HRs and 15 minutes. I'd be surprised if there's an intermission in it.
Oh yeah, James Cameron's not going to do an intermission. It's going to be it's going to be the most agonizing experience. It's longer than the second one. I hope it's not as boring, but you never know.
What's the rating for Kill Bill Fortnite short?
Fucking 2. How do I find it on IMDb? I'll rate it right now. It's called like Yuki's Revenge. Yeah, 2 out of 10. Ew. And then like Whole Bloody Affair. I don't know how to like. What bugs me about this is like on IMDb it's listed as 2006. This isn't the same movie that came out in 2000. So apparently the Whole Bloody Affair was like something that screened theatrically in 2006, but only in Japan. The movie I just watched is not that. So does there need to be a second IMDb page? Or I guess it's just a different cut? Because that extra animation didn't exist until recently, right? Like, I don't think it's the same thing. Yeah, so I don't even know. Whatever. I guess I'm just rating it. 8? I'm trying to think of what's fair. Like, if I saw this for the first... Because I give the other movies, like, 10. If I include the Fortnite segment as a part of the film, which it was, even at the post-credits, I think I'm giving it an 8. It does drag it down. Otherwise, maybe a 9. But it did leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Before we get into the Patreon credits, I would like you guys to like the video, comment, subscribe, and use the bell icon to get notifications. We're, not doing great in the algorithm right now, and any help would be nice. Doing any of those will boost the video, and, you know, sometimes people, like, they don't even get notified when we post. Which I've been seeing comments like complaining about that, so please turn on notifications. Anyway, here are the patrons for December 2025. These are everybody who donates $5 and up. Dizzy Sauce Rumsfeld and Letterbox, Jordan A, Toby White, Blank, Anchor Wolf, Ark Helix, Clarice Carlson, Cypress, D the Rabbit, Electrica is so bad at games they used a broken control stick to beat Sans Undertale, Emil, Gabriel Herrera, Gezro, Happy the Knife, Lemonade Warriors participating in the hit game Among Us is considered the encroacher, Lobsterite, Modern Nerd, Nurichbin, Oh Here She Comes, Osmond, Roxy's Inside Your Wall. You can lure her out with information on when the second season of the TED TV series is releasing. Saliv88, Skanat On, Tammy, The Flying Marlin, The Super One Player, T King, www.openclassextras.com, Yup, and Zachary Kane. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Check me out on Twitch if you want. Link in the description. Happy holidays!